Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Tranquil Waters by Stevie Farming Simulator 22. But I'm sure you knew that already. Hope you're all having a good start to the week. I hope you had a great Veterans Day weekend, and of course Remembrance Day as well. I know mine was pleasant. The weather was beautiful here. And yeah, I got some farming in. I got some bus simulator in. I picked up I think I mentioned I picked up the school bus pack on that thing, and wow. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a school bus driver. I wanted to be a bus driver. There is something wrong with me to want to be a school bus driver. Now, no offense to those of you who might be a school bus driver. You know, kudos to you for doing that job. That's got to be interesting. It's got to be like, it's like being in a rolling daycare, and I can't even imagine, especially these days, how that has to be. Back when I was a kid, the school bus driver could just stop the bus in the middle of the road, walk back to you, and scare the daylights out of you to tell you to shut up and behave. But these days, I'm certain that would, be some kind of a federal offense, and, holy cow, oh boy. We even had corporal punishment. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure I'd want one of my kids coming home. Now, they're a little older now, so we're a little past that, but I'm just picturing back when they were in that elementary school area and having one of them come home and say, yeah, the principal spanked me today. That seems weird, doesn't it? Even weird to say. But yeah, my principal had a paddle mounted up there on the wall. The what was it called? The Board of Education? Kind of cliche, but it was there. I never got whacked. I know that once or twice I had to. Honestly, I would have taken the old butt whacking over the sitting down and copying the dictionary. That was a punishment I remember having. That was not fun. But it seems like so long ago. So long ago. Seems kind of crazy to me. But anyways, I hope you're all doing well. That was kind of a weird rabbit hole to go down. Oh boy. So yeah, it sounds like from the comments I received, and not super surprising, I feel like we're getting to know each other pretty well here on this channel. Been doing it now for darn near a year and a half, which just seems insane to me how fast that has gone. It seems like Buchern, my first map, was not that long ago, but boy, have we come a long ways, and yeah, so much fun. So what are we doing here? We are getting the lime finished on this field. It's probably not particularly needed, but we're going to get it done anyways. We need to wrap up October. We need to do some rolling on this field. We planted, what did we plant here? Did we plant hops on this field? Yeah, we did. All right, so we've got a hops field here that we planted. I think we weeded last time, and now we need to get it rolled. So we're going to get that taken care of. And we also have, if I can find it, our mulcher over here, our horse mulcher. And we're going to mulch up this this old cotton field here. Let's go ahead and get Courseplay started on this task. Again, another late start for me. What time is it? Let's see. Time, local time for me right now is Sunday night. And it's almost 10:45. I don't know what's been going on with me with this late night business. I know what I've been doing wrong. I've been taking naps, and my naps are turning into a night's sleep. So I think maybe I need to cut down on the nap time a little bit. Maybe that'll get me back into my normal routine. Let's see what we have here. How's our repair? Repairs are looking okay. I don't think this needs too much. Let's do our first waypoint. Let's tick that button. Who do we have mulching today? Alright. This dude's pretty good. I'm not sure I'm super into the old sunglasses above on the hat there. I kind of feel like that's kind of a waste of a good pair of sunglasses. Like they should be down around the eye area, I think. Aren't sunglasses supposed to be worn around the eye area? But hey, if this dude, if he's comfortable that way, you know what? As long as he gets the mulching done, I'm okay with that. New Holland's looking a little dirty today. Looking pretty good though. Get that puppy mulched up. Let's go over and fire up the... oh, okay. You're finished. Very nice. Let's see. Where are we? I know where we're at. Let's head back towards the farm. Now I'm thinking, while we're on our way back to the farm here, I think my mouse is a little janky at the moment. It'll work. Anyways, so I'm thinking, whoa, trees. So I was thinking about buying another field. We're thinking about expanding, getting another large field, which I think is a great idea. No hurry exactly, just because we're not going to be doing any more planting for the next few months until spring. And we've got about 720,000 in the bank. We're going to gain quite a bit more when we sell our compost. Now, compost prices are only going to increase over the next couple of months. So I'm thinking, let's just give it a month or two, and then we can sell our compost, and I'm pretty certain we'll be able to afford at least one field, if not two. And at least that's the game plan. Now, that is considering if I stay away from the used market, which is not always the easiest thing for me to do. Is that a planter? I see what's still here in the used market. Man, it's so tempting. We could easily pick this up. We could probably sell, if we bought this for 46, we could probably sell either our New Holland or our other John Deere and be perfectly fine, because we would do, what would we do? We're at 190 horsepower. We just bump it straight up to the old 890 horse. Leave the wheels alone for now. Don't really care. Or add beacons. Don't care about window tinting. Standard exhaust, short exhaust. We can just do standard. Fenders are fine. We can do additional lights. Why not? Standard 3-point. Oh, versus a... Okay, yep. We'll leave a standard 3-point. Front loader attacher we don't need. This Iceria... Oh, the Iceria was already... That's interesting. It was already part of the used deal. Huh. That doesn't normally happen, I don't think. We'd add GPS. What is that, 10 grand or something like that? And then as far as colors go, it would be sacrilegious to change colors. That being said... Oh, no. No. That being said, a 10 man, I hear you screaming right now. This might even be offensive to Farmer Joe and TBG as well. Getting away from the John Deere green. But how about bring a little flair to the farm? Plus, then we can tell them apart. You know, we can say, hey, this is this John Deere and this is that John Deere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, though. It just seems wrong. It just seems wrong. However, there is one type that I like. If we do black, like black aged, and of course, you know where I'm going with this. Ooh, black candy. What's black candy? Do I have black candy? Where's black candy? Jet black. Onyx black. Maybe we don't have black. Do we not have black? I like gunmetal too. We could do the darked out. Ooh, that added some cash, didn't it? That added like another $6,000. And then we could do, let's see this right here. Where is the window tint? We could do the John Deere blacked out version. I always like the look of blacked out stuff. I wish the interior colors could be changed, but they cannot. Do we need this tractor? Are we doing okay without this tractor? See, I'm just spending money. I gotta learn my lesson eventually. We could turn around and sell this thing, though, but I really do like this 8R. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. It's nice to have these kind of problems, right? Where should you spend your money? I'm trying to convince my kids, you know. Save your money. Do what my parents always used to tell me. Brad, save your money. Save your money. I wasn't very good at listening to them about that, but... oh, well. Let's say, pay yourself first. I guess that's the going thing. Pay yourself first. Oh, boy. So, I made a mistake today, a little bit of a mistake. I don't know why I do this to myself. I think I'm a glutton for punishment in some ways. I think that I enjoy getting riled up, riling myself up a little bit, you know? And I went out to the forums. There's the first mistake. And was doing a little reading because recently I came across, I was looking at Edomod's website and just checking out the, I see also, by the way, this is really cool news. He is going to be releasing a demo of another map, a Dutch map. So check that out for sure. If you haven't been out to his website lately, you'll see that there's a demo coming soon, I guess, for, I don't know exactly what it's called. I think it was like Deutschland something or other. Let me turn on, whoa. That's not what we wanted. Let's turn on GPS. That is not what we wanted either. Yeah, there's something a little goofy with my keyboard layout at the moment. Oh. Hello. How do I get into... I can't seem to get into... yeah, well, okay. We just won't worry about it, I guess. I don't know, I can't... oh, I'm folding this and unfolding that, and I'm trying to get into my... GPS, but my keyboard shortcuts or my keyboard bindings are messed up right now, and I know why too, because I launched the game, but in doing so, I figured out that I had my my speakers, my headset, and my microphone not set up properly, so I tabbed out of the game, And I've noticed that whenever I do that, or a lot of times when I tab out of the game and tab back into it, Razer does not like that, and it loses its connection to the game. Anyways, we'll make it. We'll survive. So I highly recommend when that gets released. I don't know when that's going to get released, but I'm super excited about that because I think anything Edomod does is obviously going to be quality. I think that's been well established between the land of Italy, the Italia Emilia, and now this Dutch German map. I'm assuming, I believe, is what it's gonna be. But anyways, where I started from that was I was looking at the costs that are what he charges for high resolution graphics. Now I paid for what was it? It was his. I paid for the Fiat Agri. You can get it free on the in-game mod hub. But that's right, I was going to do something else there too. You can get it free on the in-game mod hub. You know what? I might not have it active here in Tranquil Waters. I don't think I do. But you only get the one version of it, the one paint job, the one version. But I wanted to have all the paint jobs, his custom paint jobs. So I threw whatever it was. I forget. It wasn't expensive. It was a few dollars. But it got me to thinking, I wonder what kind of response or what kind of sales or whatever you want to call it these modders get when they do something like that. When they create a map or create a mod and you can basically upgrade it, you know, more or less for a few dollars. It's usually like $5, maybe less. And I wondered, how frustrated does that make? How frustrated does that make some people that they're getting something free, but they're not getting the best of it for free? It's really got to irritate some of these people, right? Some of those people. So I did a little looking around, and I came across a post. Classic, so classic. Like I said, I don't know why I do this to myself, but it's so classic. So it starts off with, and you know when it starts off with this, it's going to be good. So it starts off with modders charging for access to mods. This is unreal. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that? I don't even know. I don't even know if I can speak of it. The farming, so this is the OP's post, okay? The farming simulator community has been pretty cool when it comes to mods. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad to know that. I'm glad that this poster, you know, feels that way. That makes me feel good. That they're happy with the farming simulator community. And that it's met their expectations. But, however, there's a big turnaround here. But, now if I drive all reckless and whatnot, it's because I'm trying to read this stinking thing. That's why I wanted my GPS, so I could read. But, FS22 seems to be just modders out to make a buck off of the game. Seriously now. I just watched a flame rant over in Custom Modding's Facebook group of another mod group for converting a mod from FS19. We're not getting anything good for mods, and we have few folks like Custom Modding charging for access to a Discord paywall in order to get their mods. Now, I'm confused about... First of all, I'm confused about the whole... I just watched a flame rant over in Custom Modding's Facebook group of another mod group Okay, so they were ranting about another mod group converting a mod from 19. So I'm assuming they're saying that this other mod group converted an FS19 mod. I don't know if it was a custom modding mod or if it was just an FS. I don't know whose mod it was. We're not getting anything good for mods. Okay? And then we have folks like custom modding charging for access to a Discord as a paywall for their mods. RIP Farming Simulator. Rest in peace, Farming Simulator. And I have a feeling that when, wow, I won't say the person's screen name, however, it's quite fitting in my opinion. But I bet they went right on to play the game. That'd be my guess. I've noticed that most people who leave posts like this, well, they just go on and play the game. So what do you all think about charging for mods? Now, there's this big thing out there, you know, you always hear, well, Giants doesn't allow charging for mods, you know. Well, clearly I think there's some very specific things to that. I don't think, because clearly it happens. It happens all the time. Edomod's doing it. And there's other groups that do it through Patreon, you know. There's private mods all the time, everywhere. So I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the for real Giants deal on not allowing modders to charge for their mods. I think, and I could be wrong, because it always gets thrown out there, that constantly gets thrown out there, and I don't think people have read the specifics on that, because it happens all the time. And what is Giants gonna do? What are they gonna do? What can they do? I have no idea what they can do. I don't think they can do anything. I wonder if the rule is you can't charge for a mod that's in the in-game mod hub. Now, you might be saying, well, Brad, how would they do that? Because it's in the in-game mod hub. I don't know. I don't know. That's stupid now that I think about that. That doesn't make any sense, because why would they charge for it on a website and then put it in the in-game mod hub? That doesn't really make any sense. And then you got someone like Edomod, who puts his Fiat Agri tractor in the in-game mod hub, but also has the same tractor on his website where you have to pay to get the upgraded graphics. Now, maybe that's how they get around it, is you're not actually paying for the mod, you're paying for in addition to the mod. I don't know. I gotta look it up, and in fact, that's gonna be a piece of homework I will do and see if I can get some, unless you all have the deets on it. I've heard people just love throwing that out there, and I don't think it's quite as blanket as people say it is, because clearly it happens. It happens all the time. In fact, it happens with modders that have stuff in the in-game mod hub. So if Giants was truly not happy with people charging for mods, they wouldn't let those same modders put stuff in their in-game mod hub, I wouldn't think. Obviously, they can't stop you from playing the game. But this person clearly has an issue with paid mods, and I don't know how I feel about that. I have bought mods. I've bought a handful of mods for American Truck Simulator. I really liked RTA mods, if you've ever heard of them. They make some really, really high-quality trucks, and there's a couple trucks that I personally wanted. In particular, their K100 and K200 Kenworth cabovers are amazing. I paid for a couple mods on Facebook for ATS and ETS. I've never bought a mod for Farming Simulator, but I would if it was something I really liked. I can tell you up front right now, I honestly would. Just because if it's something I really like and I want, I don't take the approach of getting mad at the mod author. I guess I'm a grown-up now, and I'm able to discern between throwing a temper tantrum over not being able to afford something versus just saying, I can't afford that, so I either am going to save up for it or I'm not going to buy it. And maybe that comes through, you know, becoming an adult, but I think some of these people miss that part of their lives. And I think they miss that whole, not everybody is guaranteed everything. Ooh, I've been dragging our front weight, haven't I? And maybe that is, see, I can't, yeah, this is not going well. All right, we're going to get through this episode. My mouse buttons are also a little bit flaking out on me. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know. To me, I guess, I just kind of, I feel like a lot, you know, I feel like the modders, this is a lot of work doing this stuff. And I know I've said before, you know, I like to support giants when I can. And to me, paying $2 for the case pack, the case anniversary pack, is a no-brainer. And buying the DLCs and buying the premium pack that's coming up here really soon and all this stuff is a no-brainer for me. And I think the same way about modders, you know. I mean, I'll tell you, for Edomod, I have no issues with throwing money his way for the work he does. I just find it unfortunate, I guess is a good word maybe, that there are people out there that feel like they have the they have the right to tell somebody they shouldn't make money for their work. And I think this person is also equating the death of Farming Simulator based on this one example. Plus they're being very general. I mean, the Farming Simulator community has been pretty cool up until now. But FS22 just seems to be a modder's paradise to just make a buck. I'm not sure where they're even getting that from. I don't even understand that in any. I mean, of course they don't cite any statistics because that takes effort. That's another classic thing that I have found too, is people that make general complaints like this, because it's easy to do that. Oh, I thought this dude was heading for the woods. Because it's easy to do that. It's easy to sit down, be a keyboard warrior, and complain. That takes 5 minutes to write your stupid post, stay anonymous, and walk away. Now, if this person would have written in here, like, for instance, you know, X percentage of modders, or this and that and other thing, and actually stated a legitimate, factually based comment, that took effort, but they won't, and they normally don't, because it's just them throwing a little, you know. I can actually see this person like doing the whole foot stomp, you know, the hand stomp, you know, laying on their back, doing the old temper tantrum deal, like, I can't afford this mod, so I'm not going to want anybody else to get it, and I want to just say that Farming Simulator is never going to be good again. And in fact, he even says Farming Simulator's dead. Rest in peace, Farming Simulator. I don't know. I haven't seen that kind of an impact in Farming Simulator. Now, I was out on the itch.io. I was looking at Crownzilla's itch.io page. Oh, look at this pickup truck driver getting nervous. Look at them. They're stopping. They're like, oh, what's this tractor doing? Uh-oh. Watch out, honey. Watch out, honey. He's going to hit us. Oh, man, we were lucky. I'm reporting him to the cops. But I was out on Crownzilla's site, and he offers a bunch of, has quite a few mods. In fact, Christmas came early for me this year because he released this Kenworth K100 cab over that I quite like a lot. We might even be bringing that into the game here because it's a sweet cab over. But I noticed that he also has some flat out paid mods. $10 mod, $15 mod. And I don't know, maybe I'm just too simple in the head. Wouldn't be the first time I've been accused of that. But, okay, he's right. I mean, what am I going to do? You know, if this Kenworth was $10, I would look at it and say, is it worth $10 to me to enjoy it? That's my line of thinking. Is it worth $10 for me to enjoy it? Am I going to get enough gameplay out of that Kenworth? Do I want it bad enough to spend $10? Oh boy, here we go. Should I get out and help him? It's going to be too late. He's probably going to give up. Oh, he's still moving. Oh, he made it. He made it. He made it. He made it. Sweet. I should have done 2 headlands. And that's where I leave it. You know? That's where I leave it. I'm going to sit in the buddy seat. And that's where I leave it, you know? It's simple to me. But I think that there are people out there that look at that and just say, you know, that it's just their first call is to anger and being upset and ripping on the modder. And for some reason, you know, I wonder if I went to this person's house and I said, hey, I want you to rake my yard, and it should be for free. You should do it for free. Because how dare you request money for raking my yard when that's something you should just do out of the kindness of your heart? Because if people continue to charge for raking yards, it'll be pandemonium. No yards will get raked. It'll be chaos. I wonder if they'd be happy to rake my yard for free, you know? And that would probably only take them like 3 or 4 hours, as opposed to, I don't know how long it takes to make a mod, but I'm assuming it's depending on the mod, you know? Oh, here we go. This isn't going to work. Yeah, he's already. There you go, buddy. You made it. So yeah, you know, I wonder if they would rake my yard for free. Maybe they would. I tell you what, if he did or she, I'd have a lot more respect for their argument against paid mods then. But I highly doubt they're going to rake my yard for free. So yeah, because the first response to it was modders are not allowed to use mods to make money. If they are doing so, they are violating Giant's software terms of service agreement. Never pay for a mod in Farming Simulator. That's the follow-up post. So there you go. I guess argument's over. This person clearly, I don't know if they're a lawyer or obviously well-schooled in the law, that they're able to say, hey, modders aren't allowed to use mods to make money. If they are doing so, they are violating Giant's rules of software terms and service agreement. Never pay for a mod in Farming Simulator. Well, shoot, what am I going to do now? Dang it. Now I wish I wouldn't have read that, because now I can't buy a mod anymore. Now, I think there's an argument to be made, maybe against it, I guess, but you know what? If you look at let's just take American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator as an example. Paid mods everywhere. It's a free-for-all. I don't see that game suffering at all from paid mods. And in fact, it's so silly to me that you look at games like Fortnite and what is this my kid plays? Overwatch 2, constantly wanting money for skin packs and all this stuff. Yeah, those games are, nobody's playing those games because, you know, and it's the same thing. You're not paying for a, well, you are paying for a mod. It's a skin pack. It's the same deal. Those games aren't hurting. They're raking in the cash. I just hope Giants doesn't catch wind of it and starts charging more. I don't know. But anyways, this episode was not meant to be a rant. It's too late for me to rant. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Are you dead set against paying? Or would you be dead set against paying for a mod? And if so, is it because? Why is that? Is it because you don't think the modder should charge, or is it for other reasons, like you just don't want to spend money on it, spend more money on the game, or whatever reason? Or do you think modders have every right to charge for their work? I'm kind of curious because I guess I just feel like, you know, I see arguments for all sides, but at the end of the day, you know what? If you make a great mod, if you make a, it doesn't, well, actually, even if it doesn't even have to be great, I guess you could make a crap mod. But if you make a mod and you decide to charge for it, well, Godspeed. You know, good luck with that. I guess that's kind of where I stand is, and honestly, and if it's, and if you don't, and it just all comes to me, it comes down to, I think a lot of these people complain about it because they just don't want to spend the money. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with ethics or morals or anything like that. It's just a temper tantrum because they didn't want to spend $5 on a mod that they really, really want. If it's a mod that they couldn't care less about, I don't think they would complain at all because they'd be indifferent towards it, I would assume. But I bet what ticked this guy off or girl off is they came across a mod that they really wanted, and they're like, ooh, I got a new mod for Farming Simulator. And they went to the website, and they went, oh, darn it. I have to pay for their Patreon, or I have to pay for their paywall behind Discord, or whatever they're calling it. And then that's what ticked them off. Because they didn't want to pay for it. So, well, bummer. You know, sad to be you. I wish the world worked that way sometimes. I could just walk into Dunkin' Donuts every morning and get a free donut. That'd be amazing. Anyways, all right. Well, I hope I didn't turn anybody off. I'm just looking for good arguments towards it. I don't know. I think it's just too easy to complain and not put effort into backing up the complaint. I think that's what's happening here, that it's very simple to put words down and just say, this is stupid, Farming Simulator's dead, modders shouldn't charge for it, but I don't see Farming Simulator dead at all in 22. Obviously, Giants is doing very well. They're coming out with this new kids version of Farming Simulator, which I think is really cool. Clearly, they're doing perfectly fine. We haven't heard of any news saying that Giants is going out of business. I'm pretty sure they're not. They're constantly up there in the higher sales on Steam. I think it's one of the most played games that people don't admit they play, which I seem to be attracted to for some reason. And not just with games, but like one of my favorite bands of all time is ABBA. And people are constantly embarrassed for some reason to say that they're ABBA fans. I don't understand that. They've actually sold, I mean, if you look at their sales history, they're like one of the top, top 5 bands of all time for sales. They've set all kinds of records. So clearly I'm not the only one that likes them. But it's just kind of funny because I hear every time somebody says, well, what's one of your favorite groups? And I'm like, ABBA. Ooh. And then they go home and listen to Dancing Queen because, yeah, I put that in their heads. It's too funny. Anyways, thanks everyone. I got to get going. It's getting late, but I appreciate you watching and putting up with me. And we'll be back here on Tranquil Waters tomorrow. I promise I won't look at any more forums between now and then. And it all should be good. But you all take care of yourselves. I'd appreciate a like if you enjoyed the video. As always, you're welcome to join. You're welcome to become a member. Oh boy. Oh boy. And of course, yeah, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great week. And I'll see you soon. All right. Bye for now.